Okay folks, I'm out with the XP Deus for the first time after knocking around with a few settings. I've got the control unit mounted to my arm. Got a nice high pitched tone, and mixed down here in amongst a bunch of other crap is what appears to have been a lipstick tube. Yeah, quite pretty. I haven't opened it up yet. I'm probably not going to. But from what I understand, having seen these before, lipstick tubes, that's not too bad. That's my first real decent target. Now I've been all over this park, smashed it a number of times, as have others. So that's a nice find right at the base of this tree here. Alright, let's keep going, see what else we can find, eh? Alright folks, it hasn't taken too long, and I've got my first, what appears to be my first coin with the Deus. It was a repeatable 88. And you can see it's about 3 inches down. I haven't had a look at that yet, but let's get in there and have a look, eh? Okay, looks to be halfpenny in size, and it is King George VI. We've got ourselves a 1948 Skippy halfpenny. Alright, that's the first coin I've found with the Deus. I found a few little bits of aluminium, cast aluminium and stuff like that, but apart from that, you can hear the trash, but just sort of figuring out what numbers to dig. So we're a bit of a learning curve, but that's not bad. 1948 halfpenny, sweet. Let's keep going. Okay folks, my next find with the XP Deus, it was a bit of a chattery signal, a bit all over the place, but I ended up with what appears to be the remains of a pocket knife. You can see the wood just there on the outside of it, and then you've got the handle part. It doesn't appear to have the blade, but yeah, it's not too bad. I think it sort of came in because it was coated in brass, there's brass pieces to it, because I've actually got the iron turned off completely so I don't hear it. But hey, sweet, let's keep going, eh? Right folks, still out with the Deus. I just got this really kind of scratchy signal. It ended up being 75, 79 on the Deus. Just pulled a pull tab out of there and turned the plug back in, and thought, yeah, you know, maybe I haven't got the gate set just right, but got the same signal again when I went over the plug after I put it back, and that was because just here in the edge of the plug is what appears to be a sixpence, and that's a 50%er. You can tell by how dirty it is. Now I have been over this ground so many times with different detectors, and to have this pop up is a bit of a surprise, and it's a 1955 silver sixpence. Excellent. Oh, seems I've got my settings pretty much okay at the moment, but let's keep going and see how we go, eh? Alright folks, next target is what appears to be another 50% threepence. This one was not down real deep, just sort of caught in the plug, but I've just uncovered it, haven't gone in there and had a look yet. There it is there. Let's go and have a squiz at that. Okay, looks like a 1950s, 1958 threepence. Excellent. Okay, so this is all old ground, as I keep saying. I've been over before with a couple of different machines, but picking out the juicy targets at the moment with the Deus. I'm digging a few ring pulls. It just seems that I haven't got the parameters set quite right, but we'll get there. All right, let's keep going, eh? Okay, so another scratchy signal. Ended up ringing in at about 82. Had to go around it a couple of times. Only really read in one direction. If you look down the bottom of the hole there, what appears to be a 50% threepence. I'm just going to go down there and get that out. Give it a bit of a clean for you there, folks. It is. It's a 1948 threepence. So this program seems to be working well. I'll detail what I've actually got the settings on for those that are interested. But that's rung through. Admittedly scratchy, but I'm trying to avoid the ring pull signals. I accept the fact that I won't be digging any gold, but while I'm learning the machine, I figured it was best just to isolate a particular section and work to that. I do have iron audio on, so I can hear the iron can make a determination whether I've got a nail and I've just caught the edge of it or not. Alright, let's keep going, folks. I'll probably switch to headlamp soon, so that you've continued to be able to see. Alright, folks, my next target was a 88 jumping up to about a 90 on the dais. Down reasonably deep too, so we're talking about, you know, probably 4 inches. And I'll turn this onto flood so it doesn't wash the camera out. But you can see sitting just there what appears to be a little brass cricketer. Now, if I was a betting man, I'd say this has come off a cricket buckle or similar. But there we go, just look at that. Looks to be either a cricketer or a baseball player. Or it could just be a copper with a stick, but I'm going to go with cricketer. I think this has come off a buckle or something similar. I'll give it a bit of a clean when I get home. But that's a nice little find. Rang off nice and clear too. Wasn't particularly scratchy, just jumped around a little bit, 88 through to about 90. But that's a cracking find. Awesome. Alright, let's keep going. Okay, folks, this is just a little illustration, I suppose, of what the Deus is capable of. And I know there are other detectors out there. I'm not a Deus fanboy by any stretch of the imagination just yet. I just pulled, as you can see just there's the mark from the coin. I just pulled a 2-cent piece out of the hole. Rang up reasonably clear, a tiny bit scratchy, but it was scratchy because this lump of iron just here was located in the hole off to the side like that. So you've got a fairly big iron target in the same hole as a piece of copper. I managed to find the piece of copper, and it's got a little bit to do with the way that I've got the recovery rate set up on this. So yeah, happy with that, but I thought I'd just show that to you as a bit of an illustration. They were practically on top of each other. When you fold that plug back in, it'll the coin will sit about there and the iron's underneath it. So pretty happy with that. All right, probably got about a little bit of time left and I'm going to head home. Let's keep going, eh? All right, folks, my next target, bit of an unusual one. I know exactly what it is because I've seen it before. I don't know if you can see it. I've just pulled it out of the hole. It's sitting just there. I'll pull it up. Okay, so that, folks, is the remains of an anchor. Comes out both sides, and because I've seen it before, it's actually the anchor from the Rolex set. So all Submariners and also the deep sea sea dwellers all came with an anchor as part of their set, and this is one of those anchors. It's in a bit worse for wear. Pretty sure if I give it a bit of a clean, you'd be able to read the back of it, but not offhand right now. But yeah, so it's the remains of a Rolex anchor. Bit of a weird one to find out in the park. I dare say some kid's taken his dad's, gone through his dad's gear and gone for a bit of a walk with the anchor. Alright, let's keep going, eh? Okay, folks, just wrapping up my finds from the first foray out with the Deus. Mucked around with a few settings along the way just to try and just perfect things a bit, I suppose. Forgive the shadow there, but let's go through the pre-decimals first. We've got a 1948 halfpenny, 3 silvers. So we've got a 1955 sixpence, 58 and a 48 in the threepences. 1 and 2 cent pieces, got a couple of those. $5, $6.20 in cash, and a few other little bits and pieces, artifacts. So you saw the lipstick tube come out. You can see that's been sitting in the sun now, so it's starting to leak a little bit. The remains of the Rolex anchor. This decorative piece of brass. It's got quite a nice piece, and it's been cut in half. Unfortunately, there was no more in the hole. This flat button got a shank on the back of it. There's nothing on the front, so not real important. That little cricketer, if you have a look on the back of it, you can actually see where it was once attached. It's quite silvered on the back. I would say it would have been gilded at one stage, and that gilt's managed to hang in there. The remains of a spoon, and then the remains of that pocket knife. So all in all, not too bad for the first trip out with the Deus. Made a few mods to the program. Got to go out again this afternoon and do a little bit more. We'll see how we go. Alright folks, hope you enjoyed the first hunt with the Deus. I won't put, I know in the video I did say I'd put the settings I'm using up, I won't. Let me just perfect it all first, give me a couple of goes, and then I'll let you know how I'm going. Alright guys, see you on the next one, eh?